Ezekiel was such a person, but Ezekiel's prophecies came along a little too late, because Ezekiel began to see visions of what would happen to peoples called Israel after he was already in captivity, where the peoples of Israel, the northern 10 tribes of that ancient land, had been carried away into captivity by the armies of Shalmaneser, king of Assyria. He was like a young Jewish lad in a concentration camp, sitting along by the river Kabur, as it is on today's maps, or Kibar in the Bible, and talking about calamities that were going to come on the people of Israel. He put his finger on one great principle of the responsibility of a prophet in Ezekiel 33 and in verse 3, when he said, if when he sees the sword to come upon the land, biblical word for sword means warfare. It's merely a symbol for war. If he sees it coming, and he blows the trumpet and warns the people. Now, the trumpet was like Israel's radio. It was like Israel's television and newspaper. Because, you see, on a parapet of some big walled city, they would have a watchman. And if you could see a plume of dust off in the distance, and they had certain trumpet calls that meant certain things. If you look back in the book of Deuteronomy, you'll find that Israel moved, that they camped, or they pitched their tents, or took them apart and wandered around based upon trumpet calls. A call for assembly of all the priests, or of certain tribes, were certain blasts on the trumpet. They all knew what an alarm sounded like. Those people of that day knew what a trumpet meant. And they knew that that one very rapid and staccato kind of a warning sound was something that would just strike terror into the hearts of people, because they knew that an imminent attack was at hand. So when Ezekiel says, if he sees the sword come, and he blows the trumpet, and he warns the people, and whosoever hears the sound of the trumpet takes not warning, then if the sword come and takes him away, his blood shall be upon his own head. It's his responsibility. He heard the trumpet, he's been told, he's been warned, he did nothing about it, he stayed right there. It's his responsibility. It's a tragedy. It should not have been allowed to occur. But sometimes you literally cannot drag people even from burning buildings.